Alright, and then... Oh yeah, I was gonna make that video instructing people on how to get the lordsworn's greatsword. So, basically, once you complete the little tutorial dungeon, or skip past it, up to you, Elden Ring is all about people playing the game however they please. All the options are in your hands from second one. You can start with whatever build you want. You can build your character however you want. You can go wherever you want, do whatever you want. You can choose to talk to this guy or completely ignore him. He tells you some BS. He's a bit of a jerk. These statues are different from the Stake America. This is a summoning pool. When you activate them, you are able to not only summon people from their gold summon signs sitting around it with a calling finger remedy, or you can use this small golden effigy to put your summon sign at the stake itself so that someone else can summon you. If you help someone kill a boss, you will get a rune arc, which is a light heal and a small HP increase at the current moment. Once you kill a boss that has a great rune and you activate its power at the corresponding divine tower, the rune arc will activate the great rune completely and you will get whatever bonuses are attributed to it. So you can choose to fight Tree Sentinel, but not everyone can handle that fight, especially not from go. So you also have the option to run past him to get to the Church of Ella, access a new grace, speak to Calais the merchant, buy some wares from him, and if it suits your fancy, use the smithing table to upgrade whatever sword you have on you, if you have the Titanite required to upgrade it. Now, if you want the lordsworn's greatsword like what I have, you're going to follow this path from the Church of Ella. There's a couple soldiers on the way. You don't have to fight them all. You can stealth past most, if not all of them, if you know what you're doing. Another easy backstab if he's not facing you, and you crouch. Left stick, again, to crouch at any point in time. Circle to run. Tap circle to roll. Blah, blah, blah. Basic controls. If you have tutorials on during that little cave in my previous video, it'll tell you all these things. I turned them off for the simplicity of things. Another soldier that you can either ignore or backstab. Personally, I like backstabbing these soldiers because they have a chance of dropping their shield, which the brass shield that they drop is one of the best shields in the game, especially for its size class. It's a medium class shield, and it carried me all the way through the game on my original profile. In fact, if I hadn't found the shield that I'm using now on my original profile, I'd probably still have it on. Not even going to pretend. So, this is the cart that I was talking about that has the lordsworn's greatsword. That's the guard I was talking about associated. So what I do is I crouch, I walk around the back of it, because you can walk right up behind him for yet another easy backstab. As I was telling my friend before I started doing this, in the original Dark Souls, you had a 120-degree angle in which you could backstab enemies, and it was tightened up to 90 in Dark Souls 2, and then readjusted to an exact 100 degrees behind enemies in every Dark Souls game after that. So this is the chest that you would originally open and get the lordsworn's greatsword from. It's a solid sword, good for a strength build, especially in the beginning. There are other swords that can do the job better, depending on how you want the job to be done. Technically speaking, the claymore that you can get later is a little bit better, especially depending on how you build it. But for right now, all I have is the lordsworn's greatsword, and that's